And that's why I hate hospitals. Well, glad that's over. You can't beat it. It's the best feeling ever to finally check out. Yeah, now there's no going back. Obviously, this silo door is going to be locked real tight from now going forward. Now to figure out where all this fog came from, because guess what? Miles is about to arrive shortly, and oddly enough, there was no fog, not even a sign of fog when he pulls up to the admin block. So whatever the case might be, I have a really bad feeling about this fog. It has that almost unnatural, uncanny vibe to it. Let's just clippity-clop all the way down the stairs until we are down here in this courtyard, whatever that is. And look over here for a second. There's a pile of cans of paint, all crushed and flattened, marked with Spatlin. That's a made-up brand. We've talked about that before, so let's not dilly-dally. Next, I'm gonna swing by this window real quick to do this. Aw, sorry, love. See you in my next live, chump. Now, that was the last time we got to see Frankie. From now going forward, he might as well be dead to me. Make sure to bring up your camera when he comes poking out the window. Otherwise, you won't unlock this note. Now, this is for all intents and purposes a dead end. You know, more of a sidetrack to reward our curiosity should we, wander off the right path. Now, if you're a real brown noser like I am, you might just be able to recognize this place. Yep, we got to have a brief split-second glance at this exact same spot from inside this door while this scientist shut me in. And yeah, definitely keep an eye out for a battery, which is going to be here 95% of the time. Now, sometimes there is a glitch where you can't see the battery. Just look for that prompt to collect it, and you should be good. Obviously, we can use our camcorder and, zoom to peer through the iron bars and the glass to see what's inside, but that's not going to do me any good, honestly. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to spin around and head back out this door in the mesh fans, whatever it is. By the way, you can ride this door, but, it's kind of useless. Let me just demonstrate it real quick, just for the sake of checking off that, little box. But yeah, my main objective right now, besides the main objective, right, the storyline objective, is to find more dead scientists, which are going to be located somewhere around, in this general area. So that guy, at the base of the steps, he was not the only scientist that you can find. I'm going to get busy looking for them all right now. So there's another one. It's the exact same guy, and this one, too, was carrying a walkie-talkie. So that's 2 down, 1 more to go. And yeah, this is a beautiful night. It's so quiet and peaceful and foggy. And now listen to this. Alrighty, and eerie music has kicked in to try and push my buttons, so to speak. Never mind that, by the way. This area is as safe as they get, in this game, that is. Take my good word for it. As if this door is fake, it's going to be locked. And now, looky, there it is, the last scientist in this dark recess. Also carrying a walkie-talkie before whatever offed him. Anyway, that was the last of them. We have officially located all 3 scientists. Like I said, this is a made-up thing, a made-up achievement. I just find it curious. Now, before I go, I'm just going to sweep this entire area one last time just to be on the safe side. Oh, and there we go. That part almost slipped by. If I hadn't come down here, we would have never known this guy even existed. So this is not a real jump scare. It's just a bit of a cutscene, for lack of a better term, even though I doubt that even, fits the bill. It's not even a real cutscene. But anyway, that's the last of them. We are free and able and capable. Let's just keep going. Down here, nothing in our way, so let's just see what awaits us. Oh, you scheiße. Damn, so much for saying nothing in our way, right? So much for that. Just as I was starting to feel comfortable, someone whacks me on my head. But you know what the curious thing is? The curious thing is that it's all fake. There is no real NPC, no real variant, no real enemies down here. Not yet, at the very least. That thing would have happened regardless of I don't know. I could have shimmied along the goddamn wall, with my back to the wall and my eyes wide open, and that still would have happened. It's just a cutscene. Yeah, so just whenever you're given this game a spin, just keep in mind that will happen, regardless of what you do. That is a cutscene. Also, all this fog, man, it makes navigating this place quite a challenge. Even though I'm quite used to this game, I like to think I'm a very experienced Outlast player, but still, sometimes even I get, pretty confused. This place can be a real maze. Now, what I'm about to do is completely optional. In fact, feel free to skip this part and, do what you do when you're playing this game. But two guys are about to come barreling through this area wielding nightsticks. And the trick is to follow them and see where they go. But if you're not careful, this happens.
No more nightmares!
You get whacked. You get your noggin split open in just a couple hits. So what went wrong, you might ask? Well, I got sandwiched. If I hadn't gotten sandwiched between the two men, it would have turned out a lot better. So I'm going to do it again. And this time, look, they're no longer wielding nightsticks, but wooden bats with the nails sticking out of them. Hello, Mr. Ass. What's up? Oh, you son of a bitch.
The sick one! You lied, motherfucker!
That hurt. That really got... That smart's really bad, trust me. When getting hit with a piece of wood and, with nails sticking out of it does that to you. Oh, God, look at that. Where'd you get it, man? Jesus. Fuck it. I'm gonna mess with this guy. Watch this. Oh.
Fuck you! Fuck you, you filthy prick!
Yeah.
Come here!
Here I come, and there I go.
No more sickness! No more nightmares!
No more sickness, no more nightmares.
I'm not the sick one! You lying motherfuckers!
By the way, this guy is not unique. We may have heard the same thing in the first game, like this. Aren't you? Oh! Uh-huh. Told you. So here comes another staircase leading up, well, obviously to pure heaven and bliss, because what else is this place? If you turn right and head up, there's a mesh door that's gonna remain locked until, well, later on. So for the time being, my only option is to head up the opposite direction, right through here. There are pieces of rolled up mesh. We don't really care about those for now. So we are now pulling closer to that's another piece of rolled up mesh. We're now pulling closer to the prison block. And you may remember the prison block from the first game. Now I'm going to shut up for a second and let you enjoy this. See that? He's playing basketball with a human head. Isn't that something else, man? This guy is something else in the best way possible. How about giving me a slam dunk, while I film you, just for my home movie? And there's another basket, across the field that's plugged up with, human parts. Ah, damn it. Well, that was really close, my man. Don't worry. You'll get it some other time, maybe tomorrow. Now, obviously this guy is scripted to keep going like this, so I'm just gonna leave him alone while I pull up my little journal diary to read that new note that I just made. And look at this, right off the bat, something seems off. Right up until this note, Wayland seemed like such a sane person considering what this place has done to him. And now he's rambling. What kind of talk is he talking? So I'm not sure what to make of it just yet. Either he's slipping down the spectrum in the wrong direction or what? Only time will tell. Oh, Wayland, you're giving me a really good scare here, buddy. So anyway, I'm just gonna mosey on down the way, and I never really understood the whole point of leading me this way, only to give me fuck all, because it's a dead end with nothing to show for it. Now, have you ever stopped to think that we might have seen this fella before? Yep, it's the prison block too, which is exactly where he shows up in the first game. It's that fucking guy. Meet that fucking guy, because the name couldn't fit him any better. Okay, well that hurt, but not as bad, nearly as bad as his janky animation. What the hell was that 180 all about? So yeah, this is hands down the exact same guy. Same face, same clothing, same voice actor, and he's wielding a nightstick. So that's him. And also it's the prison block. And last but not least, that fuck at the end of it. That fuck actually belongs to Traeger. That's his line, his voice.
Really?
Just when Red Barrels, figured nobody would catch wind of that, I roll up on the scene and anyway, look at this reflection. What do you see? That's actually the courtyard in front of the admin block. What the hell is it doing here? Come on, man. Even the skybox, is the exact same thing. There's the gate that we pull up to in our sweet Jeep Wrangler TJ. And, deep cuts like this is why you couldn't pay me to not like this game. So, yeah, like I said, I never understood of giving me this entire area because it all ends up in a dead end. This security room, control booth, whatever it is. It has nothing to show for it. Nothing, absolutely. No deep cuts, no jump scares, no nothing. That weird reflection that we just checked out may very well be the only exciting thing about this entire area. I can't even ride this door, which I suspect this chair that's right beside it might be the culprit, preventing me from riding this door. But at least I can still walk right through it like this. Hold on. Something is off. Come on. Are you kidding me? Come on, work with me. There we go. Anyway, so I have wasted enough of my time dilly-dallying. I should probably get busy and head up there, which is the only way to do this is to head back the way I came, which is right up here, right up this way. By this time, this guy is gonna be... No, I take it back. I figured he would be gone by the time I pass by again. But no, he's still at it, still trying to make a basket. Well, good luck to you, sir. I'll see you in my next life, chump. Now, if you head back here, suddenly this door is unlocked and a guy comes barreling across a courtyard. Now, we're gonna follow this guy, just like the last two guys before. But the only difference is that he's actually harmless. It may look like he might hit you over the head with that nightstick any moment, but he's actually pretty harmless. He's as harmless as a pug. He's gonna end up here rattling this smashed door, but you can bump into him, you can mess around with him, you can do whatever you want. He won't so much as bother with you. And if you pay attention, he looks just like the guy from the prison block. That fucking guy. Same face, same outfit, same nightstick. So if it is indeed the same guy, that fucking guy, I couldn't tell because that fucking guy is actually pretty cranky. And if you so much as, approach him, he will lash out pretty badly. And this guy is pretty friendly considering, what this place can throw at you. But anyway, could be his twin, could be his less aggressive, more friendlier twin. Let's just move on. And here comes by far the most exciting thing about this entire chapter. And by the way, no, I'm not talking about this dead security guy. There is absolutely nothing unique about this asshole. We've seen a fuck ton of these, and there's more where that came from, right? We will see many more of these going forward. I'm talking about a glitch that may very well be the most overlooked glitch unlike any other. And whoever figured this out must have been a genius, right? With the eyes in the back of his head, to say the least. Because I know I would have never thought to check out this particular part of the railing to see if I could climb up by any meager chance. Now, which part of the railing, you might ask? Well, certainly not this part, because this is where we're normally supposed to go. I'm talking about if you swing back here, there's a particular part of the railing with a dead security guy folded over it like a piece of wet cloth. And you can climb and you can stand on top of it. Just be careful you don't slip and fall and break your goddamn neck. Okay, so far so good. Now what? Now, with just enough skill and practice, you may be able to launch off of the railing, clear the gap, and land on top of the fans right across from you. Once you're on this side of it, You want to shimmy across. Very careful. Watch your step. You don't want to slip and fall and break your goddamn neck. Now we're going to shimmy across to this point. Now these support beams, columns, whatever you want to call them, they are really just the trickiest part of it all, because there's a bit of an invisible wall that's like, you risk being knocked right off of the fans if you're not careful. So we want to get across like this, and from here, hold on, which way now? I always forget. Well, there are several ways we can explore, obviously, but most of them end up in dead ends. So I'm not even going to waste my time doing that. But the one direction I wanted to show off is right across here. If you follow the top of the fans here and then drop down, there's a door that's open with nothing to show for it right behind it. But the reflections make it look like we're out front of the admin block. We can even see those APCs that belong to the Markov tactical team. What's up with this door? That's anyone's guess. But if you try setting foot inside, you will end up plunging to your death. Not really to your death, but in pitch black void. And that's it. Well, I'm telling you right now, this game is something else. Well, hello, where'd you pop up from? Tell me your dogs ain't barking without telling me that. Lovely. Now, it's only down from here, obviously, so let's see if we can drop down without snapping them legs. Once you land on solid ground, it's very tempting to take off in a blur down that sewer tunnel, but we're not doing that just yet because there's a secret little nuke right behind this narrow slit. So press right up against it to squeeze through until you're here. And look, right off the bat, we are rewarded with a battery, which is going to be here 100% of the time. There's a dead body, lots of paint cans, marked with spattling. We've seen those before. All right, we are ready to squeeze back out. Yeah, and now we're facing this sewer tunnel, so let's just... it's not really a sewer tunnel, but whatever it is. Yeah, and there's water. I've always wondered if we might be able to see leeches, because leeches exist in Outlast. They exist in the sewers in the first game, but no leeches here, unfortunately. And now that we seem to be facing a dead end, obviously it's only up this ladder, one rung at a time. Come on, Waylon, hurry up. I'm not gonna fuck around all day. Anyway, so once we are out of there, we pop right into another area, which looks more like a recreational area, whatever they call them, some kind of outdoor gym that they have in jails. And yeah, it looks like we're finally pulling really goddamn close to the prison block, which...
I would like to kill him.
What? Oh god, these guys. Yeah, I totally forgot about you assholes. Well, ain't that just lovely? If you don't remember these guys, these two brothers, in fact they're twins, then you should go back and play the first game because they are called the Twins. Ta-da! And yeah, they may look calm and even sort of sophisticated for what this place is, right? But they are in fact deadly, bloodthirsty killers. They will slit you open with their knives or blades, without a second guess. And yeah, this part always cracks me up. Look, this is what happens when when you take the gym too seriously. You lose your noggin. And if you've got this feeling like we're being herded in the right direction, right in quotation marks, like a rat up a maze, then yeah, you guessed it, we are actually being herded. Because now they're blocking us from going any further, or actually from going any other way other than the one they want me to go. But yeah, unless you get way too close, so long as you're not right in their face, you should be safe. So feel free to skirt around these guys. You should be safe. Just keep your distance, all right? But guess what? It may look a little, kind of nerve-wracking, but the silver lining, if you will, in this situation is that these twins, these brothers, aren't active aggressive. In other words, they're not gonna actively chase you down and try to murder you in cold blood and, rip you open like a fish and gut you and skin you and bone you. No, they are going to stay there. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna fall all the way back the way I came from, just to give it another glance, another once over. But yeah, there's really nothing else going on here. So I'm just gonna pick up where I left off, which is I was just about to slip by to get inside this door. They're gonna, hang back for a short while I head up this chain link maze. And look, we're coming up on something really exciting, these arms. I'm gonna get into the details in just a moment. Meanwhile, I'm gonna pop this door open. That is to bend over and say hi to this human head that's hogging all these slam dunks tonight, apparently. And now look where we are. We have come full circle. We have just basically looped all the way around to end up on the same basketball court we filmed not too long ago, passing through. Well, you fellas don't look very happy to see me tonight, apparently, do you now? Is it just me, or this fella has got a bit of an Irish accent going on? I know he's got the attitude, that's for goddamn sure. And now look, the twins are swinging around finally, for fuck's sake, for the party. I have to say this, guys, this looks like a very elaborate setup for a gangbang, the one that involves... Whoa. Relax, fellas. There's enough meat here to satisfy the whole lot of you. There's no need to get rowdy, right? Also, that's your brother, so behave, motherfucker. Aren't you gonna follow me? No, I know he's supposed to. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've done this before. Also, don't get too close, because as peaceful and friendly as he may look, I know he doesn't look very friendly. You see a big naked dude with a machete, he's not friendly. But anyway, he may not be actively chasing me down, but trust me, get too close and it's off with your head. So you want to watch out for that. Okay, finally he's following me. At long freaking last. How about your brother? Oh, you're stuck again? Come on, bro. Just come around this way. Come around now. Come around with me. Oh, yeah. Follow me. Come on, bro. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me. Okay, well, something is off. Something is definitely off. I'm not sure if if it's a glitch or... Oh, well, now, all right. You know what? I was asking for it. Honestly, the way I was asking for it. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? How's it going, fellas? And, yeah, I know. Whoa, relax, bro. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake again, but still, the whole point is, I wanted to, no, please don't, fuck. Okay, I guess. How did I not even... One of the twins is he's like stooping over my dead body, like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, all I figured was, I figured I would see if I could get the twins to follow me as far back as possible to see what happens, because why the hell not? It would have been a really good experiment. What the hell is going on here? Whoa, bro. Did I just break the game? What? You should stop punching through barriers, because that's just not cool. Also, in real life, that would have never happened. And, yeah, so stop it. Stop pushing me around. I ain't no pushover, motherfuckers. I only wanted to see if I could, get the twins to follow me. That's it. Because, well, why not? Oh, God. That's smart. Let me just suck some of this blood that's dripping down into my mouth. Beautiful. Also, note the ants that are scurrying around all over this blood spot. That's lovely. All right. Well, you stay there. I don't want to talk to you no more. These guys, did someone split his face apart and then got it sewn back together? Whoa, that was completely uncalled for. All right, you know what? I'm done messing around with these guys. There is nothing to be gained. I stand to gain absolutely nothing from this. Because all I've done is waste my time, a bunch of my time. So fuck you guys. Stay there. I'm just gonna close this. No, stay there. Stay there. And I'm just gonna climb this ladder to get out of here. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Don't want to play no more. Lovely. And just on the off chance that I might be able, no. What am I even doing? All right, fine. You win this one, totally. You guys stay there and have fun. But I'm gonna keep this door open in the way that I can walk through it later on. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna kind of fall back and, pick up where I left off. That is climbing this ladder. Now we have that save in at the bottom of the screen. So whenever that happens, the game resets some of the cutscenes and, characters, enemies, NPCs, whatever. So something usually changes. Now, if you drop back down and investigate, look, suddenly the twins are gone. The spoil sport guy is gone. Everyone is gone. All we have, except for these fellas, of course, but they're really just not worth it. So yeah, that's it. That's the best I can get out of these guys. So yeah, I'm out of here. And now that we are on top of this watchtower, whatever that is, okay, this door is locked. But if you loop around and vault over here, you can find this file. So let's read it. And well, this is a curious one. I know I say that about every one of them notes, but apparently a security guard that had never been directly exposed to the morphogenic engine had started seeing things. Lucid, vivid things, which, unless you're a patient at Mount Massive, you should never be able to see anything like that. This suggests that either there had been a security breach, which is unlikely considering how tight-lipped and, tight-assed everyone on Markov payroll is, or the engine had been working too good, affecting even those believed to have been out of its direct range. Wow, well, this sheds a lot more light than I could have ever hoped for on the morphogenic engine. So that was a curious read. All right, let's keep moving. Clippity clop. And something is about to happen. I just, I can feel it in my gut. Call it a hunch. But, being in this place does that to you. And I was really only talking about this guy. So he's harmless. Fear not, he might try to hurt you, because he looks exactly like the spoil sport guy, the one that, strangled me to death as I got too close. But this guy is completely harmless. And he'll just stand here, forever, just rattling his MASH fans. So we don't really care about that. Let's move on. All right. Also, like I said, this fog, it doesn't seem to make any sense. How does it even fit into the first game? Oh, hello. How's it going tonight? You can't hide. I'm not even trying to hide, buddy. And look, there's another one of those weird reflections that seem to be reflecting whatever is in front of the admin block. Now, this room is full of mystery because, some people on Reddit mentioned, what's the point of this room? They are giving you an entire, control room or whatever it is with absolutely nothing going on in it. That's weird. So I know some people on Reddit mentioned, this curious fact, which I totally agree. I'm with you guys on that, whoever you are. So up here and listen to this guy.
They'll tell you it's science, but it's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
Yeah, so in my past life as Miles Upshur in the first game, I could have sworn I heard the exact same thing from a guy in a wheelchair in the prison block.
Don't trust them. They'll tell you it's science, but it's not. They were waiting for us in this place. Billy understood. They've always been here.
So yeah, it's just another example of, you know, different NPCs, same voice, same dialogue line, same everything. So Red Barrels, it's very clear by now, it should be very clear that, you know, they're just reusing the exact same dialogue lines. Also, whatever happened to the battery? Where did it go? I could have sworn there was a battery on that table, on that desk, not 2 seconds ago. Now suddenly it's gone. And the reflection is weird. It's like it's reflecting something that should be some kind of interior, but there's no battery. What the hell is going on here? All right, we have made it, guys. We're one step away from the prison block. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.